biggest problem that I see today, whether it be in the military and law enforcement dealing with firearms, is they're about 20 years behind the curve when it comes to teaching new techniques. You want hips and shoulders square to the target, okay? Don't roll the shoulders around, okay? Relax the arms, okay? I want to feel that back there. Look at the target. I want to feel where you need to be at. Bring the gun straight up, okay? So now you have good extension. You're more consistent on doing this every single day than you are a weaver. 95% of most people hold a handgun, they hold it incorrectly in their hand. And the reason why it feels very comfortable to put their first joint of the trigger of their finger into the trigger itself. So I'm getting you to place the pistol into the web of your hand correctly so it's all in line. The front sight should be in line with the tip of the elbow. So if I lay the pistol down and it's unloaded, you'll notice that it's square in the middle of my wrist. As you point the gun to the target, as we bring our support hand in, we want to make sure that the higher we are to the center of the bore of the gun, the more control we have over the gun. So by placing this higher to the beaver tail area, thumb on top of safety, placing your support hand, making contact with the entire side of the support side of the weapon. So placing your fingers along the bottom of the trigger guard, laying it along so we encompass the entire side of the gun. So we're wrapping, making contact on all four corners of the pistol itself. Well, notice that these two are parallel across from each other.
Right.
So if you grab in the gun next time and your thumb's sticking here, or it's back up against here, it's not aligned, this gives you alignment, it does. It tells you exactly where your finger is at all times. So if you draw the gun and shoot, so if I draw the gun and shoot the target, and I go like, how is my grip? Oh, my extension here is perfect across here. So I draw again, and I go like, oh my God, it's not correct.
Right.
What happened that time? So I do it again, and I go like, oh my God, look where my thumb is. That tells me that my support hand is not being consistent each and every time, whether I'm drawing the gun or just picking the gun up off the table. As I point the gun down range, I like to take both thumbs and point them in the direction of the target. We can accomplish this by allowing our support thumb to be in line with the forearm. This allows the gun to be placed in the proper place each and every time, so the gun will return to the target with more consistency each and every time. Look where you want the bolt to go at, bring the gun straight up. That's the extension that you're looking for here. Placing your finger on the trigger itself is also very important, because the bullet is being launched out of the barrel this position, and we're also pulling the trigger bows of the gun straight back to the gun. So as it comes straight back to the gun, we want the bullet to pass correctly in the barrel without moving the front end of the gun. So what we want to do is we're going to place our finger on the pad of the trigger itself. Placing on the pad allows us only to use the first two joints of the trigger itself. As we press it to the rear, we do not want to influence the knuckle itself. So if you move in, you have a tendency to influence that knuckle, which allows that 7 o'clock push at times. Bring the finger out so that only the nail area is on the pad of the trigger itself. You'll find that you'll have better luck with it on the pad than if you travel through and get into the first joint of the pistol. Doesn't matter if it's a semi-auto or a double action or single action pistol. Aim dead center of the target, maybe slightly higher, 3/4 high. Look up at the target. I want you to look at that sight crystal clear. You just keep looking at it, crystal clear. The target should be slightly fuzzy as you press the trigger to the rear. As you pull, press, yes. Your sight is your best friend. Crystal clear, the target slightly fuzzy. Press to the rear, one hair at a time. You got it, one hair at a time. Sights, crystal clear, that dictates the speed in which you shoot the target.